Hi everyone, do you like my hippie look? This is my walnut picking outfit to keep my hair out of my face when I'm bending down. So this is what I have collected. This is the last batch now. I don't think there'll be any more because there's hardly any leaves or anything left in the tree. So it's quite a good amount. Yes, I'm out from under the walnut tree. I've been told that we shouldn't stay under them for more than half an hour because they're called the tree of death. They kill everything that's under them and around them. This is news to me and I was like, oh my god, where am I going to put my veggie patch? How far away from the tree do you have to grow your vegetables for them to be kind of safe and growing healthily and well? So when I find out the information, I'll do a little video on it. I don't know enough about it at the moment. So I thought I'd give you a few tips on picking walnuts. Now, in England, I used to get my walnuts in air-sealed plastic packets from Lidl. I used to buy quite a lot of them because my body seems to absolutely love them. And as I've got quite a raw diet, it's a good source of fat for me. So where do I start? I've got various techniques. I've got a technique where I brush the ground like this. And by doing that, it means that you can feel them under your feet, which is pretty handy. Because if you've got loads of leaves and long grasses like we have, because we still don't have a lawnmower, and we've got more important things to worry about than the length of our grass. So yeah, that's a good technique. The other thing to think about, I've got a little slope here on my garden and I've got some long tufts of grass, so on the upper edge of the tuft there might be some that are rolled in there which you can collect. It might be hiding. Sometimes I get right down to the ground level and I brush my hand through the leaves and I feel for ones under the leaves that are hiding. Sometimes you've been to a patch and you think, oh, there aren't any more there, but always look down because you will always find more where you think you've finished collecting, but there's always another one or two or sometimes more than that that you didn't spot the first time round. What else? Oh yeah, so moving on to the quality of the nut. So ones like this, for example, may not be that healthy on the inside. You can see it's looking a bit old, a bit white on the outside. So I picked it anyway, just in case it's good. Ones that are still in their cases, that open easily, they're normally okay. Some people don't like the juicy black stuff on their fingers, so if you're a bit funny like that, then get some gloves or something, some thin gloves so you can still feel for what you're doing. So I think those will be alright. But some that are totally enclosed in their cases and you have to literally kind of prise the case open, I don't bother with, because you don't know how long the case has been round it, so it might be mouldy in there anyway. A lot of these are just out and dry, so they're the best. Often just good inside. I mean, these are pretty old looking. This is the very last picking. When I was first doing it a few weeks ago, they were looking like the walnuts you buy, really clean, kind of, you've got the nice colour on them, but they're dry. Yeah, so these are looking a bit ropey, but the more the merrier with walnuts, that's what I say. And if there's a few gems in there, then that's better than, if you're cracking some open and they're not good, doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'm sure I thought of lots of other ideas before, but oh yeah, there's a few cats around here that like roaming our garden, and I've just noticed that a few of them are liking to, leave their business around. So if you don't want your bare hands near that, then put on some gloves. Not very pleasant. Yeah, I think that's about it. I like picking my own walnuts. It's much more, again, connected with nature, connected with the seasons. You've got an experience of being outside rather than just going to the shelf and picking another packet up or two, paying your few pounds or euros. In fact, I'm going to go inside and show you my stash from earlier in the season. So here's another mini stash from 2 days ago. I picked some more, so that's pretty full. But I've got a lot more upstairs. Come and have a look. So this yoga room, which is not really a yoga room anymore because it's too cold up here, is now a food storage place. As you can see, I've got my kiwis, my chestnuts over there. I've put in some bags to make the kiwis ripe. You put apples in with them and seal it up with a plastic bag with no holes in, and all the enzymes or whatever it is, I don't know, that oozes out of the apples makes the kiwis ripe, so they're nearly there, which is pretty cool. So you can see I've got one smallish paper carrier bag full to the top, and I've got more in there. So these were all dried, laid out on the floor a number of weeks ago now, so they'll last, I think, 3 months, and then the nut begins to get, what's it called, kind of, I don't know, the oils in it turn bad, so you shouldn't eat them anymore. So there are my tips for picking walnuts. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.